Oh, hello, this is Michael Conneely from the Ilkley Happiness Centre, and I'm talking to you about the Rune workshop. And the rune we are talking about today is Hagalaz, which means hail, and it's the 9th rune of the Fudork, or the Norse alphabet. So the first 8 runes are all about what it is to become a person, to be a centered, strong person who's able then to communicate, make journeys, form relationships and experience joy. And the first 8 runes, the first 8, are all ruled by the god Freya. Then, as it were, the whole energy changes with the second the second set of 8 runes. The second set are ruled by Heimdall, the watchman of the gods. A magnificent energy. He guards Bifrost, the rainbow bridge that is the bridge from Midgard, this world, to the god realm. And so the next 8 runes, starting with number 9 onwards, 8 runes, are all about difficult situations, and if we can only understand them right and handle them right, we move beyond what it is to become human. We're moving towards the god realm. The realm of magic and transformation and magical power. So the first rune of the second act is Hagalaz. Now Hagalaz is the rune of hail. Think for a bit about a hailstorm. It can be completely immobilizing. It's freezing. Hail can build up in great drifts, and it can break windows, it can flatten crops. It's not a nice thing at all. We cannot control whether or not we suffer the onslaught of a hailstorm. So it's about situations beyond our control that are perilous and very unpleasant and immobilizing. But these things happen in our lives. We humans have to deal with them. And so the rune calls upon us to develop defense against those situations. So for one thing, say someone is constantly causing attrition in our lives, undermining us, or our homes, or our jobs, we can, in a sense, invoke the rune Hagalaz to stop them. We can create a barrier. We can imagine the rune, we can go into the rune stance, stand in the shape of the rune. And so the person's eruptive, cold, nasty energies, their destruction can be averted and it can be mirrored back to them. So in a way, those negativities ripen in the person themselves so that they experience those unfortunate, destructive energies. Hopefully learning not to be like that. But of course each of us can become prey to negative, destructive states of mind ourselves, and this can often happen. So if we sense ourselves going down, going into old scripts of bitterness and regret and recrimination and hopelessness and meltdown, we can invoke the rune Hagalaz. We can bring it into our mind's eye to try and strengthen us so that we don't go down the destructive path. Because remember, one of the things about Hagalaz is that hail melts. It doesn't last forever. It changes into water. As ever, the rune group drew the rune on segments of wood and called its name and did rune stance so that we can call in a clear appearance of the rune when we recognise a Hagalaz type situation. The rune group meets every Tuesday at 7:30 at the Ilkley Happiness Centre. Thanks very much.